Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a super easy, quick, and inexpensive corn chowder recipe here. I got this from a channel called Beauty and the Beastins. She uploads a lot of crock pot meals, and the corn chowder was one of them. I took her suggestions on how to make it vegetarian or vegan compared to the chicken corn chowder she was making, and we loved it, so I thought I would share it with you. First thing you're going to need is corn. I've got 2 cans of a regular kernel corn and 1 corn of the cream style corn, and those are going to go in with your approximately 2 cups of potatoes. I have yet to try it with red potatoes, which I really want to, but I've just used regular russet potatoes. And we are going to top that off with a tablespoon of sugar, and that's it for now. Put in the crock pot at high for 4 hours. We will add our spices and broth after that, so I will get to that then. Okay, so I have all my ingredients in there, and if you weren't worrying about this being vegan, this is the point where you would add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, but I have left that out, and this is about my 4th or 5th time making it, and it tastes delicious every time, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so just to recap, the corn chowder is on high for 4 hours. It's just the 2 cans of regular corn, 1 can of cream corn, 2 cups of potatoes, and a tablespoon of sugar. Here we have the broth that we're going to be adding soon, about 1 cup, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and don't mind the sugar still in the background. Okay, so it's been cooking for 4 hours. And now I'm going to add 1 cup of vegetable broth, but this is where if you wanted a more traditional creamy corn chowder, you would just add a cup of cream, but we prefer it this way, and it tastes delicious. I've used mushroom broth before, and that was good too. So I've added my garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper, about a teaspoon, but again, it's kind of according to your own taste. So now that you've added your spices and broth, you could also add cheese at this point, which would be really good, and you leave it for another 15 minutes on high in the crock pot. Then you'll take it out, and when you serve it, you can top it with either more cheese, bacon, chives. We just use those Daya shreds, and it's delicious. They melt really well. And I usually put a little more pepper on and I'm good. But I will say it's unfortunate that the one time I decided to film making this, I realized that I normally use twice as many potatoes. The original recipe calls for 2 cups, but that's because she added chicken thighs, and because I'm omitting the meat, I think I replaced it previously with an additional 2 cups of potatoes, because I realized how skimpy this just seemed. Like, it looks like a bowl of corn, and usually it's a lot thicker. So just keep that in mind. If you're not going to add meat, you might want to add more potatoes. But either way, it's still delicious. Although the picture doesn't do it justice, this is such a hearty, flavorful meal. It's really good and the simplest of ingredients, a lot of which you might already have on hand. It's worth giving a try. It takes a few minutes to prepare, and then you just leave it in the crock pot and you're good to go.